I'm going to have a hell of a time figuring out where the propeller and tracks go on this. What are we doing here?
Sweep the way.
Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge, but don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. Open up the limit. Past the point of no return. You've reached the top, but still you gotta learn how to keep it.
Hey everyone, Joe here, and doing an intro for our next build, which is also a buddy build, and it's a buddy build with our good friend John over at Mighty JJK. Link in the description, obviously, link to the channel and everything. John is a fantastic modeler. He is very detail oriented, very reference oriented, which I always find really amazing because I'm not those things. I'm a big picture kind of person, and even in my line of work, I'm a very, very big picture person. You know, looking down the road in the future of things, and then I go and I bring on board detail oriented people to help me reach that vision. So when I see his videos, he makes me very excited to build something, anything, doesn't matter, whatever he's talking about. He gets very into it, very excited about it, and that is contagious. And it just kind of rubs off on you, and you're kind of, I don't know, I really like it. So I wish I was more of that way as well. But John reached out to me. You know, we did a buddy build a while ago and always talked about doing another one. And he reached out to me, said, "Hey, I just was going through your archive and I noticed you haven't built a motorcycle. Have you ever built one?" And I said, "Nope. You know, that's one thing I've never really cracked into. Just because not that they don't interest me, it's just not something I ever reached for." And I was always worried, you know, I get into so many genres as it is that last thing I need to do is get an addiction for another genre. So he's decided to try and fuel that addiction for another genre. And he sent me this kit, which was really, really cool of him. He's like, "I got doubles. Let me send you this kit. And we'll do a buddy build." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So it was between this and a Ducati, if you go and watch his video. And he sent this one. It's probably the easier build, which is awesome. I really do appreciate you thinking about that, John. That's really awesome. Let's take a look inside. He's kind of already done this unboxing on his channel as well, but I took some of it out of the plastic. We'll go through it real quick. We have our instruction manual. The only thing that I'm really nervous about this, and that's because with any new genre, there's a different build sequence. The sequence of build for a car is different than an armor or a tank, and that's way different than for an aircraft. And each one has their own specific order or ability to skip order, different things like that, right? So I've never built a motorcycle. I'm not sure what order we do it. Can you go by just the instructions alone, go step by step? Do you skip around? What does that look like? Can I paint this frame after getting the engine, or am I gonna have to paint it before? But what do I do about the seam lines? Sorry, I'm on a frame here, but this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, can I, obviously you put that frame together, it's gonna have seam lines, but you got to put the engine in. You might have to mask off that whole engine. Things like that are just kind of running through my head here. as I try and figure out how the heck I'm going to do all this. But pretty cool, really neat looking tires. Two different tread types on there, which is neat. I didn't know that at all. And we get our clear parts, and we've got our semi-chrome parts, I would say. They look really good. I'm hoping I don't have to dechrome those. I'm going to try not to. I want to try and keep it as simple as I can so that I don't get off the rails here. 2 sprues. Of course, Tamiya quality looks really great. No flashing on it whatsoever. This is going to be interesting. So I've already picked out kind of the reference color I want to go by. It's gonna probably, I hope it turns out the way it is in my mind. But I think I got a color close to what I want to do with it, and should be a lot of fun. I'm nervous, really nervous for, again, 2 reasons: build sequence, and I know John's trying. I know he's trying really hard, but I don't want to get addicted to another genre. I don't have any more space for kits, but we'll see. I probably will. But this should be a lot of fun. Go over to John's channel. Super amazing guy, super awesome guy. Like I said, just a really, a great personality, a kind person as well. A fantastic model builder. Like, lots of things that I'd admire and would like to be. So go over there, check them out, and we're gonna do this in a series, I believe, instead of an all-in-one. We'll figure that out. But anyways, until next time, everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Take care.